Hey, what's up guys? Today I want to make a short video on the world of tabling, craft fairs, print fairs, makers market, Christmas market for artists, whatever weird name they want to call it this time. But essentially we're talking about bringing the stuff that you make to a place and they normally give you a table and you sell stuff. So the first thing I learned that I didn't expect was that tabling, as the cool kids call it, is a total subculture in itself. Some artists make that their entire practice. It's the main way they sell on their work, their prints, and get their name out there. They find these fairs and they travel around and partake as they come up. And it's really kind of a cool thing to meet different artists that network in that way, and you can definitely get a sense of certain fairs, people going, oh my god, I haven't seen you since blah blah blah, whenever, and that's how they make friends and it builds some community outside of the online space, which is always really lovely to see. Backing off from that point, your goal, if you've been accepted into a fair, is to, well, you at least want to make back your table fee, which are normally range from about anywhere from like 10 to 80 pounds depending on the size or how big your table is. Most tables do full tables and half tables. They're all different. Some of them are free to participate, some of them have other requirements as well. And you at least want to make back that money. You don't want to be going home in a worse position. But more importantly than trying to sell out all of your stock is talking to as many people as possible. A lot of people you meet who come to these fairs are creatives themselves who will come up to you and you can have some really interesting conversations, and a lot of the time they will continue to follow you, buy stuff online, interact with you, or give you opportunities in other ways. So don't worry if there's a guy who sat there talking to you for half an hour trying to usher him on or close a sale. Just enjoy meeting someone new who wouldn't otherwise know about your work. If there's a queue forming, good, your table looks busy. And more than likely, if someone's interested in your table and they can't get to it, they'll do a lap of everyone else's, then come back to you at the end, which means they're also going to stay with you longer because they've had to wait for the opportunity and they've already seen everything else. You're the last one before they go. So don't try and treat people like you're a cashier at a checkout. You're the whole shop. And part of that is talking to these people and getting to know them and hopefully getting more out of them and them getting more from you than just a simple exchange of goods. So that last tip doesn't work if you're sat at the table looking either miserable, dead, or completely uninterested. Look alive and look alert, and even if you've been given a chair, try to stand up as much as you possibly can, because it just brings people towards you if they see a friendly face. If you look unapproachable, you're going to have an awful day of sitting on your own, and what can be quite an exciting, energetic day turns into a long 4 or 5 hours of sitting there doing nothing, getting annoyed because the person across from you has better footfall or just has the better table. That's all nonsense. You just look alive and approachable and friendly and people will come to your table. People are there to have a nice day out. Make it a nice day out for them and you'll be rewarded tenfold. So the other thing, sometimes people get stressed that they brought the wrong stuff to the fair, or they should have brought this stuff that they didn't bring, but they didn't because they thought it would be a different audience. Just bring exactly what you have on offer. Whatever it is you do, no matter how weird or bizarre it is, bring exactly that and be authentic. One, you're more than likely in an art space where everyone's meant to be expressing themselves anyway. And two, if you start doing really well on something you're not stoked on, you're going to get stuck in that. And that will ruin you because it will be the one thing that you hate bringing, but everyone wants, that, yeah, everyone will want, and you'll have to keep selling forever because you'll become reliant on that. So just be authentic and heavy table, because also if you're bringing stuff you are excited about, other people will get excited too, and you'll more than likely know more about it and be able to hold a better conversation about it as people ask questions or debate whether they're going to buy it or not. So another one is to make time to go and talk to every one of the other stall holders. It's not always possible if it's a busy fair or you just don't have the ability to step away from your stand, but they are also really unique and interesting people as well that you should definitely go and try and make friends, see what they're about, have a conversation. The connections I've made that method have been just as important as the people over the counter as well. So don't be afraid to step away from your stall for a bit and go around and, meet some new people as well. So my last one is bring a conversation piece. We have our own Photo Mafia cassette, which is a small little zine. I don't know whether you can see that. It's a small little zine that contains a bunch of pictures of our exhibitions over the years, and people love to see it because it explains exactly why we're there, what we're about, shows the space even though we'll be somewhere else, and it gives them a better idea of what our community is all about and what we're trying to do. So if you are sick of explaining who you are and what you do every time and just looking at someone's kind of slightly confused space, bring something that represents you in its entirety that you can create a really good conversation about. Because once they understand you, or whether it's you as an artist or a collective or a big group or a community, you can get them on the ride to then want to, buy into it or join or just get involved somehow, which is always great. So that's it for my top tips for if you're going to dive into the world of art fairs and tabling. Honestly, just jump right in. Don't be afraid. It's a super friendly community and there's plenty of them out there. So no matter where you are in the world, you should be able to find something going on that will be suitable for your budget and your level or experience. So go on. I hope to see you all out there.